Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a pretty polarizing leader, the ultimate generalist civ, Kublai Khan of both China and Mongolia. I'll go over his bonuses, how I start games when I'm playing as him, and give him a score based on each victory type. And please remember, if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel or giving me a like. I've been working my way to my first 1,000 subscribers, and with all your help, I'm getting closer and closer every single day. Since Kublai Khan is a leader of two different civilizations, I'm going to be focusing on his ability and how it synergizes with the bonuses from each civilization, instead of going through each individual unique bonus from both civilizations. Kublai's bonus, Gerege, is pretty straightforward. You get one extra economic policy slot, and when you gain a trading post in a rival civ, not a city-state, for the first time, you get a Eureka and an inspiration. This is simple, but it is powerful. An economic policy card is the strongest bonus that you can get from unlocking the Isles of Minerva, which is probably the best or second best secret society. And if you use Kublai, you can have 2 extra policy cards or 3 extra economic policy cards if you get Big Ben. And economic policies are probably the strongest policies in the game. Having an extra one is fantastic and makes you very flexible. You can fit pretty much any bonus really that you want there, and the inspirations and Eurekas are good too, although less powerful and less flexible because they have a little bit less potential. Playing on a standard map, there are 7 other civilizations, so you'll have 7 inspirations and Eurekas. All in all, pretty good, but the economic policy card is probably better. When playing as China, Kublai's bonus is pretty synergistic, especially when it comes to Eurekas. It's really interesting because Kublai's 2 personalities, one focuses on the Eurekas and one focuses on getting trading posts and so on and so on. You get better Eurekas and inspirations as China, getting 50% instead of 40% of the tech or civics cost, meaning that you get better boosts from those trading posts. But is this better than base game China or the other China leaders? Yeah, I would say it is better than most of the China leaders. It's better than new Qin Shi Huang, and it's better than unbuffed Wu. I haven't really played the new Wu yet, so I can't really talk about her after the recent buffs that happened yesterday. However, I don't think that this is better than base game Qin Shi Huang, and it is most definitely not better than Yongla. Yongla is probably the best leader in the whole game. Most of your bonuses as China will come from wonders, and Kublai has no bonus there except for the eco policy card that can give you extra wonder production. That just feels weaker than using your wonder production bonus from workers that you get as regular Qin Shi Huang. When playing as Mongolia, Kublai's bonuses work much better. Your trade routes are instantaneous, giving you your immediate benefits from your Eurekas. You also get the immediate +6 combat bonus strength towards that civ. Now, is this better than Genghis Khan's Cav army? Situationally, yes, I believe it is. Having a Cav army is fun and thematic, but when you come across walls, you're stuck, and the deity AI builds walls in a lot of cities. Kublai doesn't have this incentive to go solely for a Cav army, and is more likely to use the combat bonus in a more strategic way with your siege units and melee units. If I choose to play as Kublai, I almost always play as Mongolian Kublai, but either way, you're playing a very standard basic start, except you're going to be rushing commercial hubs instead of other districts. Well, you're going to need your holy site or you're going to need your campus, but most of the most of the things that you're going to be building are commercial hubs to get those trade routes to every civilization. Kublai is one of the few civs that are super incentivized to get commercial hubs over other districts, and he's one of the few civs that get those commercial hubs not for the gold bonus but for other bonuses. Get your trade routes up and get your boosts, and use those boosts to determine your tech and civic path. If you boost very heavily into the military path, as China, well, go military. If you boost very heavily into a more cultural path or religious based path as Mongolia, go religious. Play your game based off of what you're getting boosted. Domination wise, obviously Mongolia is a stronger choice, so 10 out of 10. +6 combat strength is huge, and having Eurekas to get better troops like musketmen sooner, and then having an eco card to run money or production is really good. China gets a 6 out of 10 for domination. You get all the same bonuses, but you don't get the combat strength, and the combat strength is really what you want. It's a big difference. Diplomacy is not the best route for Mongolia. You should be conquering. 4 out of 10. The eco card helps, but why even do this? Why play a diplomatic Mongolia? For China, it's a little better. The Great Wall tiles give you more gold, and you are less incentivized to war and more incentivized to wonder build, so 6 out of 10. Science is also very strong for China Kublai. Your econ card really boosts you here, and your Eureka's help, and gold is good for buying campus buildings, so 8 out of 10. Mongolia gets the same bonus, and instant Eurekas are cool. If you can conquer, you can go to space, but then again, you're less incentivized to do this, so 6 out of 10. Culture works well for China. The econ card goes to wonder production and tourism multipliers. You're going to have lots of trade routes for tourism bonuses. You get the Great Wall for tourism, and you will get to higher civics a little faster than other civs. 8 out of 10. Mongolia again is less incentivized here, but if you can conquer large swaths without wiping civs out, you can go for a culture game. 5 out of 10. Religion is better for Mongolia than China. Your religious units benefit from your combat strength bonus and should not be overlooked, but neither Kublai gets any bonuses to having profits, so you're not really bothered about religion. 4 out of 10. Overall, Kublai is a very generalist leader. He does most things very well because his bonus is just so straightforward and flexible. It's just a free econ card in Eurekas. Cards are strong, and having an econ card is a strong bonus. You will never not use his bonus, and it will never not be useful, but it really doesn't twist you in any direction. I view Kublai as kind of a worse Rome, worse Trajan, because I think the free monuments are better than the econ card. With Kublai coming out with the Monopolies game mode, I really wish he had a stronger incentivization to play for Monopolies or luxury resources. I think Civ works best when you're twisted to play in new and interesting ways, and Kublai doesn't twist you at all. So I'm just going to give him a B. He's good, he works, and he's a good starter Civ, but he's a little bland. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.